The amount of amazing coaches out there that don't actually make any substantial money is actually quite sad. But the raw reality is of the coaching industry at the moment is that around 93% of all the coaches out there aren't actually making any real substantial money that is worth shouting about. And to be honest with you, there's a very simple reason for that. So today I want to break down for you what that reason is and show you exactly how to overcome it to make sure you don't end up as a coach who is not making any real income from their business. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alexandros. For short, you can call me Alexi. And I take the guesswork out of sales and marketing for coaches so they can focus on coaching and so they can grow with consistency. And at the time of recording, I've generated coaches multi-six figures in revenue, so you can trust what I'm sharing here has a bit of experience behind it. Now, here's the real issue, right, that you really need to take in. Coaches are coaches. Coaches aren't salesmen. Coaches aren't marketers. Coaches aren't ad specialists. Yet they try to be, or they listen to people who are telling them to wear those hats. Now, the complete other side of the spectrum of that and continuation of this issue is that coaches completely ignore these areas. They don't look at sales, they don't look at marketing, and then they wonder why they don't have a business, why they're not making money. Here's the thing, although you are a coach, you are running a business. To run a business, you need some understanding of sales, you need some understanding of marketing because you need clients. So the real question is, how do you actually strike a balance, right? How do you strike a balance between having to become an expert salesman and marketer and spending all your time on that, but also to the other extent, just completely ignoring it and not getting any business for you? And like I say, today I'm going to show you how to strike that balance so you can have a successful business, but still have a lot of your time, majority of the time, focused on what you want to do, which is obviously coaching. Now, when you're learning how to really grow your coaching business, make more money and get more clients, there are only a few key things that you need to tick off. First of all, whatever you do in terms of lead generation, client acquisition, it needs to be simple because the coaching business model is a simple one. Secondly, it shouldn't have to require you to have specialist expertise or something that requires you to have a high level of technical understanding. And thirdly, it should allow you to still have majority of your time focused on actually delivering the coaching. Now, you're probably wondering, does that even exist? Is that even a thing? Well, it does exist and it is a thing, but it exists under the condition that you ditch funnels, you stop using them completely. Now, the problem is that everybody tells you to use a funnel as a coach, but they're extremely difficult to use and extremely difficult to get up and running. As a coach, when you're trying to grow and you're trying to get clients, funnels is literally the last way that you want to approach it. Now, the reason, very simply, is because funnels add complexity. And like we said, the coaching business model is a simple one. Funnels require heavy lead follow-up, complex processes to keep people engaged, etc., etc. So it literally just becomes a headache for you. So your first step to breaking out of this pattern of not making money, not signing clients, is to stop using funnels and to use a beaker. This is a completely new and unique process that I've developed after working with coaches for the last few years to help them to generate leads, capture leads, and nurture and convert leads in the simplest way possible. Now, the key reason that a beaker works so well is because it ticks off all the boxes that I mentioned earlier. It's simple, and like we said earlier, you need to pick something simple because the coaching business model is simple. When you use a beaker, it doesn't require you to have specialist expertise or it doesn't require you to have a high level of technical ability. And the third reason why a beaker fits into this model so well is because it will still allow you to have majority of your focus spending your time doing coaching. And because of that, by using a beaker, you can attract your dream clients every single day. You can be assured that your leads don't just disappear out of thin air like with funnels. And it also means you don't have to do a heavy follow-up because you trap people in your ecosystem, you nurture them, build strong relationships with them, which then makes it easy for you to sell your services and your coaching to these people because you've built that immense amount of trust. So how does this actually work? Well, first of all, you need to establish your niche. So you need to deeply understand who your target customer is, because the more direct you can speak to your target customer in your advertising and in your marketing, the cheaper and the less expensive it's going to be for you to run ads and get clients. Secondly, you need to position yourself as the expert that you are. Here's the thing, in the market today, there are tons of options, tons of coaches trying to get the exact same clients that you're going for. So as a consumer, when you've got that much option and you've got that accessibility to the best, you want to work with the best. Right, so you need to make sure that you position yourself as the best, as the authority, as the go-to, so you can stand head and shoulders above the crowd and make sure that, again, you're not stuck in that trap of being a coach who doesn't make any real money with their business. And this is especially important now because we're in a world, an online business world, where we're just constantly lacking trust. There are so many people pretending to be somebody they're not, who aren't making any real money. And because of that, the trust is at an all-time low. So you need to make yourself as trustable as possible by positioning yourself as the go-to expert. The next steps to making this work is you need to run evolved ads. And these are ads that are designed to trap people in your beaker, to trap people in your ecosystem. So it takes away the heavy follow-up required with funnels, and it gives you real peace of mind and predictability. The next step of your beaker is creating authority content. So very simply, once you've sort of created these ads and you're drawing people into your ecosystem, you need to create authority style content that nurtures your audience, pre-sells them on you, and asserts you as the authority in the space. So again, your marketing here can do a lot of your selling for you. The next step, very simply, is you need to make sure that your Instagram is 100% optimized and guided towards your target client. Your target client should be able to and should be clicking on your Instagram and straight off the bat going, perfect, so this coach is exactly for me, right? People need to know exactly who you work with, exactly how you help them, exactly what they can expect from listening to you within the first second of clicking on your page. So if your page isn't optimized, and if you're not clear, you're going to struggle with your marketing. And this is why in the beaker approach, this is one of the key steps that you need to focus on. The next step, very simply, is about nurturing and qualifying leads. And then eventually, once you find the leads who are suited for what you have to offer, you book them in for calls. After this, you need to use something called a VSL formula to create videos that actually do the selling for you before your call. So once you've booked people in, they watch these videos ahead of your call and they jump on the calls feeling like they know, like, and trust you, knowing who you are, knowing you're an expert on the topic, and making your life easier on your discovery calls. And then lastly, it's just about selling in an authentic, non-pushy style. And that's how you create a beaker, that's how you create an ecosystem, and that's how you start to ditch funnels and make your life simpler. These are very simple steps. There's not a lot of complexity to them. And once you set them up once, you don't really need to touch them again. But these very simple steps that I've just shared here mean that you can ensure that you're not one of those coaches that gets stuck in this trap of making no money. So let me give you 3 examples of coaches that applied the steps I've just shared with you here, ditched funnels, and went for a coach that wasn't making much money to thriving in their businesses. So first of all, Susanna, a career coach, she made 5K in 2023 and she had 1 sales call, right? That was literally it. She was using funnels, she was doing cold outreach, and she was just stuck in a cycle of unpredictability. And like we say, she was part of that percent of coaches that wasn't really making any real money. We installed a beaker into her business, showed her how to ditch funnels. And in 2024, she went on to make 76K. So she made 71 more K than the year before. Also, Jane, a relationship coach, has spent thousands on failed marketing attempts. A lot of them relied on funnels. We switched her to a beaker approach and she went from 5K a month in revenue to 17K a month in revenue. And then we've also got Stephen, a mindset coach. Right? Again, he had tried every strategy under the sun and they all sat on the basis that you had to use a funnel. We scrapped the funnels, we used the beakers, and he added 5K a month in revenue to his coaching business. Now, the beauty of a beaker is it's simple to manage, it doesn't take you away from coaching, and it builds such deep relationships with your leads that you never need to really worry about sales or marketing if you follow these steps. Now, I know I can't have fully covered it all in this video, so if you want to see how I could help you install a beaker into your business so you can have simplicity, peace of mind, and break away from the complex funnels, but most importantly, make sure that you're not stuck in this percent of coaches that doesn't really make any real money, then use the link in the description or the link in the first pinned comment so you can have a personal one-to-one chat with me and I can show you how that can work for you specifically. In the meantime, do make sure to subscribe to the channel if you found this useful, because I'm going to be posting content like this every single Tuesday to help you marketing and selling your coaching business.